Welcome back, everybody. Level M Diecast. Lots and lots of Greenlight action. We were going to break this up. I think it's easier just to throw this all in one giant smorgasbord of a video. We're just going to go through all of these new releases. This is the new release of Altera. This is series number 16. There is the mix on the back. Just a couple models that we do here on the channel, but there is the entire set. First one, 1962 Nissan Patrol in a military green deco. So looking pretty good. These all-terrain blisters are still a little bit weird with their weird shapeness to them. We'll get our Nissan Patrol out of there. Here we go. Get the plastic out of here. There is our Nissan Patrol in a matte green. Looks good. The wheels are black painted. The tire is a little bit off on that one. That one can be fixed. Not a big deal. There is the little deco on the side. It says Nissan Patrol. Prints in the front look pretty good. It does say Nissan there on the top of the hood. And then there is a little bit of print on the back. It says Patrol. Spare tire on there. This does have a removable top. This is a little bit stiff. Well, this one might actually be glued on there. Normally they come off. That one appears to be glued. But that's all right. It's all right. We've seen it pop off before. And then there is your base deets. Just a little bit of print for the exhaust, port right there, I guess you want to call it, the muffler. This does not appear to be numbered. Does not appear to have any numbers on there whatsoever. So that one is going to be unnumbered, which is interesting. So kind of a here and there. All right, next one up for the Altera 92 Dodge Ram D250 Power Ram in silver. This one is a very, very, very nice addition to the all-terrain series. Glad that they're putting the original Ram in there right away. So we'll get this guy popped out there. And of course, he's in brilliant silver. We do like silver here on the channel. We're a little bit impartial to the color silver. There is our Power Ram. Looks absolutely fantastic. Those nice chrome wheels on there. Looks pretty good. It says Ram 250, Power Ram 250 on the quarter panel. Does have the roll bar in the back, which looks good. This silver is amazing. Really nice and brilliant. There is the deets on the front. It says Dodge above the grill. Prints look good. Quality looks good. There are the details on the back. Just says Dodge with some painted taillights up. And then there is your base deets right here. So for some reason they're numbering some stuff but not numbering other things. So very, very interesting to see them kind of going back and forth with that. But we'll just roll with whatever they want to do. All right, Hobby Shop Series 16. This is also Series 16. This is the mix. There is the entire mix. There's just a few in this particular mix that we're going to cover. First one right here being the 85 GMC Suburban 2500 with the police officer figure. And right now it looks like that police officer is a zombie in the package. But when we get him out of there, we'll see if he's still zombie-like. They are going very heavy in the paint with the Suburbans. Lots and lots of releases for those, which I think is perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, we will have another Suburban in this haul as soon as we get to the next one. So we'll pull that out of there. And we'll pull our little figure out, which again looked like a zombie. I think it's just because the skin tone is like gray. It's like a green and gray. That's totally a zombie cop. I'm not really sure why they didn't give it some type of flesh tone, regardless of what type of flesh. Just not dying, decaying zombie flesh tone. Other than that, the prints look pretty good. You know, there's a shield on the side. It's very, very small print, but that's interesting. It's interesting that we got a zombie officer. There is our Suburban. Looks pretty good. Of course, New York. New York gets all the deets. Looks pretty good. The print on the hubcaps looks good too. It says GMC on there. Has the brush guard in the front. I do like that detail. The period correct light bar looks good as well. The blue painted hood. Does not have any moving features or opening things or anything like that. There is the deets on the back. 323 is the unit number, no plate detail. And then see, this one is numbered, so 1352. So the all-terrain was not numbered, but this series seems to be numbered. So 1352, that guy will fit in there as well. We have a lot of models to go, so we're just going to roll through them. All right, next one up, 1946 Ford four-door Super Deluxe with roof rack and surfboards. Hopefully the surfboards actually attach to the roof rack. This one is more of a hot rod or resto mod deco for the Ford four-door. We've gotten mostly just period correct versions of this particular casting. So this one's a little bit more, I guess you could say freestyle in a way. So get that out of there. We'll get the surfboards out of there. They are held in there with a piece of tape just to make sure they don't fall out. They are very, very thin. There we go. There we go. Plastic out of here. There are the surfboards. A little bit of print on there. Looks pretty good. And they do have a little bit of notches on the side here, which should attach to the top there, which in fact they do. So we will put the surfboards on there real quick. The front and rear holes. There we go. Put the other one on there as well. A little precarious getting them both on there. It really only holds in the back for the most part. Particularly hold in the front, and the holes are very, very, very small. So there is the surfboards on there. Looks pretty good. Pretty good friction power on there. It is in this really, really nice metallic kind of emerald color. It does have these, you know, a little bit more modern chrome wheels. I think it looks good. So I guess this looks like something that maybe a car that's been in the family for a really long time. They just put some nice wheels on it, but the rest of it seems to be relatively period correct. A little bit of taillight prints on the back of it as well. Other than that, just pretty average. The color is really nice, though. The color does look really, really good. Make sure we hold the surfboards on there. We'll take a look at the base. 21, looks like 65 is the number. 2165 for the base on the black painted base. Looks pretty good. 1946 Ford four-door. We'll put him right there. We'll try to put something a little bit bigger up there. All right, last one from the hobby shop that we have. 1978 Plymouth Trail Duster with the backpack figure. We have not seen this casting for a little bit. In fact, I think Greenlight's only done the Plymouth version of this particular casting maybe 3 times. Maybe this is the 4th one. Typically, it is the Ram Charger. Typically, they don't really haven't done much of the Plymouth Trail Duster, which is nice. That they've kind of switched it up a little bit. I wish they'd do a couple more of the Plymouth, just because they haven't done as many. So we'll get the backpack figure out of there. There he goes. Pop him out. There is a surprisingly high amount of print for this backpack figure. See, this backpack figure actually has some flesh color to it, so he doesn't look like a zombie. Actually looks pretty good. There's quite a bit of print on there. Backpack is printed up as well. Even his little sleeping bag there in red done up. Looks pretty good. So we'll put our little figure there. See how normal he looks compared to the zombie cop. It's just a zombie cop. There is our trail duster. As you can see, the top does come off very easily. The top has always come off. This looks good. Does have the trail duster logo there on the fender. 4x4 on the side. I believe that was exclusive to the trail duster. That logo graphic on the side. Prints on the front looks good. It says Plymouth on the hood. This does have an opening hood. See if I can get this popped open. A little bit stiff. Typically is a little bit on the stiffer side. So let's see if I can get it. All right, there we go. We got that popped open. Very, very stiff getting it open the first time, but there is quite a bit of detail done in there. A lot of three-dimensional detail as well. The block and stuff is painted up. And then there's an air cleaner on the top. Just fold the hood down. The top just pops right off. It's not really held on by anything. It just kind of sits there. Does have the nice bench in the back. The spare tire in the back as well. Looks pretty good. Again, this has always been that way. This casting's always had that extra spare tire in the back, which looks good. And then there is the base deets for this guy. So this guy doesn't appear to be numbered. Oh, here he is. 3360 is the number for that one. So the kind of reddish copper color looks especially good on that one as well. That is a very, very good addition. All right, speaking of other Suburbans, this is the latest one from Vintage Ad Cars. This is the last one I needed from this particular mix. There is the mix. So the Suburban Silverado, the Plymouth Fury, and of course the Super Deluxe Convertible. Those are the ones that we have cracked on the channel. This is the last one. I was unable to find this from Hobby Lobby, so I did have to order it, which is fine because it came with all the rest of these fine models. So we'll get this one out of there for Vintage Ad Cars. The plastic out of here. This one looks absolutely fantastic. This is the Suburban Silverado. The front end looks absolutely fantastic. I really, really like the chrome details. The white walls look very, very good. You guys know white walls have not been Greenlight's strong suit, and of course that one's terrible. But the other three are pretty good. I do like the wheel choice as well. The wheel looks pretty good in chrome. The silver and kind of a rust red two-tone looks really, really good on this casting. It looks really, really, really good. The details and stuff are fantastic. The hood does look like it opens, but it does not. This does not have an opening hood, unfortunately. And then there is your deets in the back. It says Suburban. 4234 is the number for this guy. That one looks really, really good. It looks really, really good. So we had a Suburban the other day. And now we already have two more Suburbans now. They're really going for broke on the Suburbans. All right, hobby exclusive. Yes, finally some hobby exclusives. We have a few of them to go through. 2018 Dodge Charger SRT 392. This is for Mr. Norm's Sport Club. Grand Spalding Dodge Chicago. This, of course, is Hearst Edition Charger. I'm really, really happy to finally get one of these in silver. However, not the Hearst version. Of course, I do want a nice silver one to go with my real 1-to-1, especially it being a 392 SRT. Unfortunately for me, it's the Hearst Edition, which is not there. It's just not there. So we'll get this pulled out of there. This is their new packaging. Oof, man, it is super tight. So their new, much thicker blisters. So there is our Hearst Edition Charger, which looks very, very good. The silver is very brilliant. It's pretty much the same silver as that Silverado. Suburban, there is your Hearst logo. It does have the Hearst wheels on there, which are probably okay in real life, but on this model, they look absolutely terrible. And the chrome on silver just does not work, in my opinion. Very, very critical of this particular casting. This one looks okay from the back. It's a giant black stripe down the middle. The Hearst on there as well. This guy does have an opening hood. See if he actually has the 392 down in there. He indeed does have the 392 down in there, so very, very good. Not exactly sure what that extra orange is down there, which is interesting. But he does have that 392. So it does a 392 Hemi. And then there is your base deets. This guy is not numbered, but that's perfectly fine. But that one looks very, very good. I guess overall, parts of it don't look that good, but I guess the overall aesthetic of it is not bad. All right, another hobby exclusive. This is the latest F-350 ambulance. This is for Dallas Police Crime Scene. So there is, I think, 4 police ones released so far, plus a solid white one, which can be used for customs. I don't have the solid white one just yet. It's the only one I don't have now. There are a few more versions already on tap. So they will remain hobby exclusives for now. They might be a little bit too expensive to stick into like first responders, but I'm sure Greenlight will figure it out at some point in time. There is our Dallas Police. I especially like all the colored lights in the back. The prints on this look fantastic. All the detail looks fantastic. Really, really, really good details on this. This one is a very, very, very good quality version. Like the white wheels as well. Details in the front. Not a huge fan of the way the headlights look. It makes it look like it's a little bit like, I don't know. It just looks weird. But again, red and blue lights on the top. The entire rear section here is metal. The body casting cab is also metal. But the base is plastic. The base is plastic. This one happens to be number 514, so a pretty relatively small number. for that ambulance, which is okay. So put the ambulance there. It's relatively appropriately sized as well, which is important. All right, another hobby exclusive, emergency medical services for, again, City of New York, 87 Chevy Caprice. Again, another hobby exclusive and another one for New York. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, Greenlight is so obsessed with New York, it's not even funny. Oh, man, it just never ends. It never ends. So, and it never seems like they run out of stuff for New York either. Like, it always seems like there's new decos and stuff that they can do for some weird auxiliary unit or something. The light bar on this one's a little teeny bit off. Just a little teeny bit off, but not too bad. The details on the side are average. I've never actually seen, you know, one of these medical type cars in real life, so I will take the deco for face value. I do like the deep dish steelies that this Caprice has. They don't use those that many times, but they use them every once in a while. They've also used it for a couple of the taxi versions. I do like this casting, though. This casting is very, very nice. There is some deets in the back, 720 EMS NYC. And, of course, there is a plate on there because, of course, this is modeled after an actual one-to-one model. And then there is your base deets. It is numbered. This one is number 807. So we'll always take adding another Caprice to the mix. I do like Caprice, definitely one of my more preferred models from Greenlight. All right, another hobby exclusive that I had no idea was even coming. It just happened to pop up on the website. This is for Motul, and not just any Motul. This is the 2022 Ram 2500 with those really, really, really nice off-road wheels. I can tell you right now, the crappy thing about it is look at the mirrors. You can't win. You cannot win with the Ram. Greenlight absolutely cannot figure out how to put those mirrors on straight. They just can't do it. I have come to the point in collecting that I've accepted that every single one of these Rams is going to be messed up because Greenlight just cannot get it together. They just can't do it. No matter what they do, they can't get it together, and it's never going to happen. So once you accept that, it makes it a little bit more bearable to deal with. Now, the deco on this is absolutely fantastic. I do love the way that they did this Motul deco. It's all flat colored, which is really, really nice. Flat and satin finish. Again, a little bit of issue with the bowing of the bed versus the body. Not too bad, but just a little bit. I do really, really like these wheels. We have seen these wheels on, I think, the Bronco and the International. I think they work especially well with the Ram. Very, very, very nice. Of course, it says Motul. Tecma Performance Diesel Oil. Does have running boards added on there as well. Again, that driver mirror is just like, it's just out there in space. Just out there in space. Look at that. Just absolutely terrible. The prints and stuff on the front, though, look pretty good. I do like the way that they did the headlights on this particular one. And then there is the deets in the back. It does have lensed taillights. One on the left is not all that great, but it's not horribly bad. Does have a tow hitch on it, which is not bad. This one is also numbered 1903, maybe 1963. But the wheels are really, really the kicker for this model. It really looks good. It really looks like it's like a custom done truck, like an actual show truck, like an actual come buy our products, come do some fun stuff with us. That's exactly what it looks like. All right, rolling it out with the last 4 models. Yes, we got 4 more models we're doing. Running on empty, series number 17. That is the entire mix there. We have 4 of those 6 models that we collect here on the channel. You might be able to discern all 4 of them. We're going to start off with this one right here. 1970 Plymouth Cuda. This one is for the Ram Chargers. The Ram Chargers deco has been getting a ton of play the last about 2 years, a little less than 2 years, between Hot Wheels and Jada mostly. But obviously Greenlight's jumping on that bandwagon, and we'll probably see that from somebody like Johnny Lightning as well, and probably Auto World to join the foyer as well. Ram Chargers, it says Plymouth on it. It is in gold. Looks very, very good. Looks very, very good. I actually really like this one. Plymouth in gold. Again, prints look fantastic. You can actually read the Plymouth in the front. It's not great, but you can read it. And then the details in the back. This one is looks to be maybe autographed or signed. Looks good. This also has a opening hood. So see if we can get the hood to cooperate just a little bit with us. There we go. With the nice cleaner. Looks good. It says Hemi Cuda on the cleaner. Of course, Hemi orange down in there. Looks very, very good. This does have a plastic roof, as they use the same casting for the convertible and the hardtop. But all the details look good. Quality looks good on this one. Not a fan of the wheels, but they don't look bad. They don't look bad. I think the wheels are okay. Just not a fan. There is the base deets. Let's see if this one is numbered. Does not appear to be numbered. So slowly but surely, Greenlight is going to move away from the numbers entirely. And I think it's just based on kind of where the products are in the release date. All right, next one up, 1949 Mercury 8 Coupe for Red Crown Fuel. Pretty sure that's for fuel. So crack this one up. So do collect this casting. This one's pretty decent. Mercury 8. They've done quite a few versions. We've even seen some convertibles of it as well. There is the Red Crown. I do like the black steelies with the hubcaps on it. Looks good. So Red Crown gasoline, the gasoline of quality, standard oil products, all that good stuff like that. Two-tone red, blue and white. It says Mercury across the front grille, which looks really, really good in silver. Chrome details on there as well. And then there is the logo in the back with a little bit more chrome. And then our base deets right there. Again, not numbered, which is perfectly fine. Although it is kind of fun to show the numbers to you guys. I do like having, being able to do that. All right, next one up for the Series 17 2023 Silverado in Phillips 66 Deco. I don't know if you guys caught this one or not. Might have been not one of the fours you probably thought that we were going to crack. But I've really grown towards this Silverado casting. There's a billion versions of it that I don't have, but I decided, moving forward, I will collect all the new releases, and if I happen to get some older ones, that will just be a bonus. So Greenlight has done a fantastic job. This is a really, really good casting. The details on this one look good. It just says Phillips 66 on the side, Phillips 66 on the hood. Kind of looks like it would be like a regional sales marketing company car. You'd see this guy driving around. He'd stop at gas stations, do like quality checks or whatnot. Maybe meet up with some local managers or maybe franchise owners or something. The prints in the front, super crisp and super clean. Quality on this one is absolutely fantastic. I mean, this one looks absolutely flawless. The side mirrors are part of the casting, so you don't have to worry about those breaking off or nothing. And then, of course, I have a little bit of paint issue on the bumper. But, that could just be, maybe it was just a little bit wet still. Somebody handled it when it was a little bit wet still. But I don't think that's like, a quality issue as far as like the rest of the stuff we've been seeing from Greenlight. So we'll just roll with that. And then there is your base deets. Again, not numbered. I do like the fact that their spare tire is based on a actual GM spare tire, though. So throw that there. All right, the very last one in the mix. Yes, it's like 14 models. It's been an insanely huge haul. 1945 Dodge Power Wagon Wrecker. Last one for running on empty. I think this is the second time or third time we've seen the Wrecker in standard release. The very, very first releases of these Power Wagons were some hobby exclusive ones, very, very difficult to acquire before they came to the mainstream Greenlight line. So pop these out of there. Throw them out. So the Wrecker doesn't do anything. It just sits there. It doesn't have any pieces or anything on there. It's just chilling. So nothing particular with it. It is period correct though. So it says Yap Hank Garage and Machine Shop in Yap Hank, wherever that is. Let's see if it says on this side LI. So interesting. But shell on there. It says 24-hour towing. And then Dodge Power Wagon, or just Power Wagon on the hood. The side mirrors on the side. A little bit of not good stuff right there. But that might clean up. And then there is your details on the front with the grill. Grill guard says Dodge on there. The appropriate wheels. This casting is a little bit small size-wise. Says Dodge in the back. Taillights done up. The scale on this one's a bit small. I do like the little light on the top of there too. So I just wish they would have made this casting just a little bit bigger. I do like the flat black base. But yeah, if they'd have made the casting a little bit bigger, I think it would have looked a lot better. I mean, you're talking about a Power Wagon, and that thing next to this Ram right here, you know, this looks like a Mazda Repu, you know, size-wise, or a Ford Courier, you know what I mean? Looks like a little itty-bitty tiny pickup truck, you know, compact truck. So anyways, there you go. That is a giant epic Greenlight haul. I think that's 14 models. Been a little bit since we've had some Greenlights, but really happy that we can get caught up, bring some good stuff to the channel. Let me know what you guys think about all these models. Let me know what you think about the assortment as the Greenlight collection just continues to grow and grow and grow. They continue to knock it out of the park with the Suburbans, the original Ram, and of course that ambulance is pretty good. Unfortunately for me, the Charger's not all that great. Just not. But anyways, we're going to roll out. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think about that. Don't forget to subscribe. Come back as always. Level M Diecast.